Starseed, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Emily the Mystic, and I'm so pumped that you are here. I am doing an energy forecast for the month of May, and I'm so excited about it because it's been a minute since I've done an energy forecast for you guys, for my audience, and I really felt inspired to do that for this month because there's been a lot of energy shifting and changing. We've been seeing a lot of things unfolding within the collective, within our own individual lives. And I wanted to bring the energy forecast back because we could all use a little bit of a boost when it comes to knowing what we can expect during the course of the upcoming month. If you have been following me for a while, you may remember back in the day, like last year, last couple of years, I was doing live monthly energy forecasts on Instagram, and I decided let's move them over to YouTube, and so I can do a little bit of a longer format video and share the themes that are coming up for my channeling for the month of May. So to share with you a little bit about my discernment techniques and how I channel the information. So I'm an Akashic Records channeler. That's my main modality that I use. So with doing an energy forecast, I open up the Akashic Records with the intention of channeling information about the month ahead, specifically for my audience, specifically for you, Starseed, as you're watching this. So this is going to be relevant to you, and it may not necessarily be as relevant to the people in your life unless if they are starseed souls or they're very much on a similar spiritual path to you, or they're on this high frequency, high dimensional timeline. And if that's the case, then that's amazing. Send this to them, please. They're going to resonate with it, and I can't wait for them to learn more about me and my work. But if you don't have a ton of spiritual people in your life, starseeds in your life, that's okay. Again, this is meant to resonate with you. So I'm really excited to share with you what was coming through for May, and pay attention to what themes really light up for you, or you're like, oh my gosh, yes, that's been unfolding for me over the last couple of months, or yes, like I really see that happening for me this month. There are overall energetic themes that are here to help you make the most of the energetic climate, almost like a weather forecast, right? A weather forecast kind of tells us what to do to navigate if it's raining or sunny or snowing, what to do in that time. And same with an energy forecast. So with the themes that I'm going to be sharing with you, how can you make the most of them in your own life? So really pay attention to how these themes apply to you and what is going on for you. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I found the month of April to be exhausting and heavy and dense and full of a lot of density. There's a lot of stuff that was shifting, and the Akashic Record Keepers and guides were sharing with me that we were going through a massive collective karmic clearing throughout the course of April. So old, dense energy frequencies, old stuff, ways of being, things that aren't aligned with us, we were really purging and letting go of a lot in the month of April. Unfortunately, that means that there are a lot of people who have left this planet. I don't know about you, but I have seen a lot of loss in my life over the last couple of months, and specifically in April, there are people who are crossing over to the other side because they can help and assist more there and assist from the higher realms versus being here on planet Earth. So we're seeing a lot of portals opening for people who are crossing over to the other side. So you may be noticing just a lot of change in your reality. Maybe not necessarily in your external reality, but definitely in your internal reality, your internal landscape, you will have felt like a lot has shifted over the course of the last month or even the last 6 weeks. And now, the energy of April, unfortunately, it's going to continue a little bit through the first week and a half-ish of May. So if you woke up today, and you're going to be watching this after I post this video, but if you woke up on May 1st and you were thinking to yourself, I wish I felt a little bit different and I feel kind of like the same, I'm like ready for a new month energy, I'm still feeling a little like the same, don't worry, that feeling is going to pass. We just have to get through the lunar eclipse in Scorpio that is happening this weekend on May 5th on the 5-5 portal. course, that's going to spell out a lot, which I will share with you momentarily. So hang in there. Things are going to continue to feel intense for, again, the next week and a half. This video is going up on Wednesday, May 3rd. So by the time you watch this, things may have shifted quite considerably since I'm filming this video. And give yourself patience. Patience, patience, patience as we're navigating all of these intense energies that are coming through. So April was really meant to be an internal purging, an internal letting go of old stuff that does not align with where we are going. So we're letting go of that heaviness in order to create space for new energy to come in the latter half of May. And of course, if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, in the summer months over the next couple of months, or even just whatever season you're shifting into, wherever you live in the world, you're going to be able to see a major shift in density as we move into that time of the year. So, April may have felt like a literal or even metaphorical or even a literal death for you, meaning that you were probably purging, clearing, releasing. Again, those could be physical things. That could be spring cleaning that you were doing, clearing the closets, clearing your house, changing up your decor. Maybe that's more metaphorical, internal work that you were doing. I know for me, it brought up a lot subconsciously that had been affecting me, and I didn't even realize it until I was doing some of my own shadow work and my own meditation work. So you may have been faced with some things that you're really bumping up against that are just no longer working for you, and you are very clearly shown if you continue to go in that direction, it's not going to work out. It's not going to happen. It's not going to unfold in the way that you want it to. It's not going to be the best timeline for you to choose. So you are being shown right now exactly what those things are that need to be released. So that, again, could be physical stuff, that could be internal belief systems, that could even be people, that could be potentially relationships, maybe friendships in your life that just are weighing you down or dragging you down. I know for my clients, a lot of them have been literally releasing friendships and acquaintance relationships, even business partnerships that they thought were in alignment, and maybe they were a couple of years ago, but that just aren't an energetic match or a vibrational match for the person that they are today. So if that is you, don't be afraid, because all of this creates space. The universe will always fill a void in order for something new to come in. So if you feel like you have been purging a lot and you don't know how much more you can let go of, or tears that you can cry, or grief that you can have, it's going to feel a lot lighter soon. So as we move into the month of May, you're going to be feeling the main theme for the month, which is rebirth energy. We are being reborn this month, quite literally and metaphorically as well. Like, because we have had to clear out so much density, you are being given the opportunity to choose a new path for yourself. That could be a new career or job opportunity. That could be a new friendship or a new relationship. That could be a new business offering that you feel called to create. I've been hearing a lot from my clients that and a lot of my clients are spiritual business owners, that may be you as well, that they are finally getting downloads and ideas of the new things that they want to be creating within their business, the new offerings they want to share with their audience and with the world. And they wouldn't have been able to do that if they hadn't karmically cleared a lot of the old stuff in April. So now we're creating space for these new things, these new ideas, these new downloads, etc., to be able to come in. So May is going to be a month of clarity. You're going to get a lot of clarity this month. If you felt like you've been in a little bit of a fog, you're not quite sure what all of this purging has been doing, you're going to get that clarity in May. And I'm excited to share some of the other themes that are going to help you to really see how this is going to begin to unfold for you. So we are opening up a new pathway, a new doorway for a new way of being this month. For some people, that's going to feel more internal. For others, that could feel more external. Internally, you may be feeling like one day you wake up this month, you feel like a whole new person. You wake up and you're energized, you're excited to start the day, you feel magnetic, you're like, yes, I know I'm in that miracle energy, I'm ready to manifest all these different things that I want for myself, I got this. And then you attract all these amazing things to you, or people or opportunities. Or perhaps externally, you're making a major move, or you're making a major career shift, or there's something physically that is actually changing for you this month. So again, for some people, it's going to feel internal. You're going to wake up one day this month, you're going to feel a shift. Other people, you're laying out the groundwork for the external shifts that need to happen. They may actually happen this month, or it may take a month for those changes to take place. You're definitely going to feel those changes take place at least by the end of June. So May is a really great month if you know you're in the midst of making a major change, to plan out the steps that you need to take in order for that major change to happen. So if you know that you need to move, maybe you need to start planning out finding that new apartment or that new place where you're going to live, and then looking and researching moving companies, and then starting to pack your stuff. And you're going to want to start planning all of that now. Again, you're going to want to take action on that stuff later on in May and into June. The first month of May, the first couple of weeks of May are going to feel more internally focused. The last couple of weeks of May, as we move into June, are going to feel more externally focused. So the first couple of weeks are focused on your internal rebirth. The last couple of weeks of May are focused on your external rebirth. So actually seeing some of those internal things take place in your physical world, manifesting into your physical reality. So let's talk about how that's going to look over the first 2 weeks of May. So let's say Monday, May 1st, through about Monday, May 15th. You're going to be focused very internally on continuing to release and let go of your old version of self. So that could be an old way of looking at yourself and your life. That could be an old sense of worthiness, perhaps upgrading your beliefs about your worthiness and deservingness this month. Perhaps you all of a sudden realize that you're not on the right path, and you know that you're ready to manifest a new path for yourself. You're going to be doing a lot of internal work again for those first 15 days. And then you're going to start seeing that internal work expressed physically in your external reality over the last 15 or so days of the month. So if you're still feeling like you're going inwards a little bit over the first half of May, don't stress. You will start to feel ready to kind of come out of your shell, your cocoon, your hibernation mode during the second half of the month. So major rebirth energy, use this to your highest potential. If you know you are ready for a major change in your life, for letting go of the job, letting go of the relationship, letting go of the friendship, letting go of your house and moving somewhere new, now is the time. So don't let your old fears, your worries, other people's opinions hold you back from doing what you know you are meant to do. Big emphasis, big message coming through around other people's projections. You have a lot of external noise in your reality right now, a lot of other people's belief systems about what you should do with your life, how you should live your life, what your life should look like. Perhaps it should look like it fits a very cookie cutter model and way of doing things. If you're seeing that and you're starting to make yourself feel bad for not following the cookie cutter model of how to live your life based on other people's ways of doing things, such as what you see on social media, or the way your parents want you to live your life, or the way your older siblings have lived their life or planned their life, you need to let all of that go, and you need to put on blinders on yourself to focus on your reality and what you want to manifest for yourself. It is not the time to let anybody else's opinions or beliefs get in the way of what you know that you want. And if they are starting to confuse you, if you're having a lot of confusion, let's say one day you're in a meditation and you're seeing yourself living in this beautiful home on the beach and you know that you want to move to a beach town, but the next day you get on a call with your mom and your mom is complaining about how she needs more help and you feel like, oh my gosh, I need to stay where I'm at in order to help my mom. No, you need to be doing what you saw in the meditation. You don't need to be held back by the people who are expecting and have expectations of you and how you should live your life. So if there are people like that in your reality, let's set the intention to let that energy go now to create space for you to realize and receive clarity around what it is that you do want. I'm also really getting a big message for you that if you've been having a lot of confusion this year in 2023 about what you want to manifest, if you're not even sure, if you don't even have your vision for yourself laid out yet, you're going to get clarity around that this month. It's going to come in a dream, a download, an inspiration. You're going to be out and about, maybe you're traveling, and you'll realize, oh my gosh, with crystal clear clarity, yes, I know that I want X, Y, and Z for myself over the next couple of years. I finally get it. And you're going to have such a sense of relief about knowing that you can create whatever it is that you want for yourself. Because if there's one thing I know about my audience, you guys are high achievers, you are doers, you are action oriented, you are resilient, and you can create whatever it is that you want for yourself. You don't need me to tell you that. You already have a proven track record of things that you have built or created for yourself in the past. So whatever it is, you get clarity on this month that you want for yourself, you're going to be able to manifest that. Don't stress. The how, you are not responsible for the how. You are responsible for the vision, and the universe will show you the steps that you need to take along the way by following your intuition. So with all of that in mind, the next theme that's really strong this month is awakening and really expanding your consciousness and your awareness. So I know you've already woken up. On a spiritual journey for a while. You're spiritually awakened. This month, you're going to have a lot of awarenesses. It's sort of going to feel like discovering new things about yourself, discovering new ideas that you want to pursue, and having some sort of expanded awareness about who you are, what you're here to do, and what your life is meant to look like over the next couple of years. So you may receive more awareness about your personality and who you are and what you like. You may get clarity around what you want. Maybe that's clarity within a relationship. Maybe you're trying to manifest a soulmate partner and you're getting a lot of clarity around those traits that you want. Maybe you've been trying to manifest a new job for yourself and you really get clarity on what you need in a potential work environment. You're going to have just these like awarenesses that are coming in where you're like, oh, I wish I had thought of that before. Oh my gosh, I wish I had realized I needed that, or I wish I had thought about doing this or following this path or doing this thing. You're going to have a moment where you're like, wait a second. Yes, I know that I've always known that I wanted to do this. Or yes, I always knew this about myself. How could I have forgotten? Or, oh my gosh, yes, I know that to be true. Why have I really been blind to that over the last couple of months or even years? So you may be re-remembering, reawakening to, or coming to terms with who you really are. And these awarenesses are just really going to be dropping in this month. And the thing is, you may feel a little bit frustrated because you're going to be like, oh, I wish I had realized this before, or I wish I had known this a month ago, or I wish I had learned that lesson at the beginning of the year instead of understanding that lesson now. But the thing is, your guides are like, you weren't ready. You weren't ready to know or understand it or see it or come to terms with it, even at the beginning of the year. You needed to go through some things this year so far to get you to the point that you're in now in order to be able to understand or know or come to terms with that thing. So that could be a deep awareness of who you really are. Again, that could be clarity around your path, what you're here to do. That could just be like, I understand these aspects of my personality. I understand these aspects and traits of who I am. Maybe that's even more of a starseed awakening. Maybe you have a reading with someone and you're like, oh my gosh, all of these bits and pieces of myself that I haven't been able to make sense, they're forming this whole cohesive picture of who I really am. And yes, I see that. I recognize that. I'm witnessing that within myself. So again, big energy around awarenesses this month. Let them come in. And it's going to feel exciting. And it may just be something that comes in out of the blue and you're like, holy shit, what do I do with this? Allow yourself to sit with it. You don't need to take action immediately. Again, first half of May is really focused on those internal awarenesses. Second half of May is more focused on seeing some of these things take shape externally. And remember, anything that you've created or manifested in the past, it's been a series of baby steps over however many months or years to create whatever that thing was. I didn't build a spiritual business from zero overnight. I took daily small baby steps and action steps in order to create this business by showing up on social media, creating my offerings, building my website. That took time. And so you're not just things aren't going to drop out of thin air, this month. They could, but perhaps you're taking small baby steps throughout the rest of the month in order to manifest the thing that you want. So focusing on that and don't letting those big awarenesses, when they come in, scare you. They don't have to happen or appear overnight. You're going to be able to take action towards those things with time. The next big theme is trust. So a lot of us have really been put to the test this year. You've been learning a lot of lessons. You may feel like you've been put through the ringer with a lot of shit so far, and you may be feeling a little bit bogged down by that. The energy in general is opening up. It's feeling a lot lighter. It's feeling a lot brighter. So you don't need to stress about that. And if you're feeling stressed about what's going to happen next, if you are in what if scenario mode, like you're thinking to yourself, well, what if this happens? What if this worst case scenario happens? I'm worried about this. I'm worried about that. I'm worried about not having enough money or resources or time or things going downhill or something bad happening to me or my family or my home. No, none of that. No more of that thinking. We have to let that go this month. And the big theme is leaning into trust, trusting in yourself, trusting in the universe to support you. Trust, trust, trust. So I want you to ask yourself the question now, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you trust in the universe to support you? A scale of 1 to 10. The number is just going to appear to you in your mind. Now, if it's anything less than a 10, of course, we want it to be at a 10. I want you to do a little bit of internal work, shadow work, meditation work, journaling, whatever modality you use for yourself to figure out why you don't fully trust in the universe to support you. For me, I've been doing this work over the last couple of weeks, and it's because I've been through a hell of a lot of loss in my life. I've lost a lot of people. I've lost a lot of loved ones. I've had a lot of people leave my life for various reasons. And I've lost a lot of physical things as well. And so because of all of that loss that I've been through, it's made it challenging for me to fully trust in the universe to have my back. So what is the cause for you that's created this incongruency between how you feel about the universe and what you're seeing in your external reality with how the universe supports you. Because when you're fully trusting in the universe, that creates space for the universe to actually show up for you and to actually help you and hold space for you and to facilitate everything that's going on. You're already being supported, but you'll feel even more supported when you let go of the resistance to the support. And that resistance, again, is coming from something that happened in this lifetime, likely your childhood, or perhaps something even from a past lifetime that's making it difficult for you to trust that the universe has your back. Okay, so trust. Leaning in to trust this month is going to be huge. You may be learning some lessons around that. It's going to be a big theme. And finally, the last theme before I share some cards with you is inspired connection. Inspired connection. Things are going to line up this month. It's going to be really cool. There's a little bit of a magic to the energy of the month of May. Things are going to be lining up for you in such a way that you are going to be led to all of these different places or things are really going to line up and connect in ways that you hadn't thought of before, but that totally makes sense. So remember that trust piece of trusting in the universe. Let's say that you are intuitively led to go to a local event in your town and you meet someone there. And you get to talking with them, you connect on Instagram the next day, you check out their Instagram. They know 10 of your best friends, and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe that this person knows all of these people that I love in my life. And then you facilitate an amazing friendship, and you're like, oh my gosh, if I hadn't gone to the event, I wouldn't have met this person who now could be a really great friend to me or a great connection in some way. So the universe is going to be connecting all of these really cool things for you this month. And things that you hadn't thought of that could work in the past are going to make more sense. For example, another good example of this is, let's say you have created this cool business offering in the past and you're inspired to create this new thing, and then you get an idea out of nowhere that if you combine the old business idea with the new idea, you could really create something super cool that doesn't exist out there yet. So inspired connection, connecting the dots. Things are going to connect and line up, and it's going to be very inspiring, and you're going to look back after this month is over and see, wow, I was really led to some cool places. Different things started lining up for me. I'm starting to see a connection with all of these other things that I've been intuitively focused on or doing for myself. And you're going to realize, wow, it all makes sense. I'm looking back with hindsight. And that's going to help you move forward a little bit because you'll see, oh yeah, I really leaned into my gut feeling to go to this event and it really shaped up for me in a positive way. So therefore, I'm going to lean into my gut feeling to do this different thing in the month of June. And that is going to help me feel more trusting in myself and in my intuition. So just to give you a quick recap of the themes that we've talked about so far, we've talked about purging and clearing. We've talked about rebirth, being reborn. We've talked about awakening and expanding your consciousness, new ideas, new insights, downloads, flashes of inspiration. We've talked about trust, trusting in yourself, trusting in the universe. And we've talked about inspired connection. So connecting the dots and seeing things unfold in a really cool way that you are not expecting or anticipating right now. So that's a lot to look forward to. It's going to be a really good month. So just to give you a couple of cards that I pulled, these are from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck from Colette Baron Reed. We have Wolf Spirit. Make sure you can see this. Wolf Spirit. Turn knowledge into wisdom. So what is Wolf Spirit all about? Wolf Spirit is about integrating the things that you have discovered and cleared and purged this year. So anything that you have let go of up until this point, maybe massive shifts and changes within yourself internally that you've noticed, you're going to be integrating them into your beingness this month. So it's going to be easier for you to show up as this new version of yourself, as we're being reborn, right? So it's going to be easier for you to actually really embody everything that you've been learning, all the lessons you've been through since the beginning of the year. It's going to help. You're going to realize it. Again, we're coming to a lot of awarenesses this month. So all of that wisdom is going to help you understand where you're going. And then you're going to be able to integrate it and embody it and be that version of you that you need to be. The next card that I have is Cat Spirit. Claim your independence. So this month is about you, focusing on you and your path. Remember that message about not letting anybody else's opinions of how you should live your life get in the way of doing what you know you are here to do, who you're here to be. So let go of other people's stuff. Be yourself. Lead with independence. Next, we have Sandpiper Spirit. Be playful. Sandpiper Spirit is all about joy, inner child, playfulness. Make time for fun this month. If you, again, are in the Northern Hemisphere and you're moving into the summer months, we're seeing more sunshine. We're seeing more beautiful weather. We're seeing a lightening again in the collective energy. So play is going to help you connect back to your center. It's going to help you reground. It's going to help you to continue to shift out of the density that we've all been feeling for the last month. So playfulness. And finally, Peacock Spirit, let it shine. Let yourself shine this month. Look at Peacock's heart. There's like a beautiful light coming out of it. Let yourself shine. Let your gifts shine. This is you. This is you being reborn after the chaos that we've been through. Now's your time. It's your time to shine. It's your time to be seen. It's your time to be visible. It's your time to be magnetic. So much magnetic energy coming through this month as well. So let that carry you into the summer season. It's going to be a cool month. It's going to be a fun month. Hang in there until Mercury retrograde is over, I believe on the 14th or the 15th, as well as through this lunar eclipse that's happening in the sign of Scorpio on Friday, May 5th. Once we get through those things, it's going to feel a bit different. It's going to feel like a lot has shifted, and you'll be able to look back and think to yourself, wow, I'm so proud of myself for everything I've been through, big and small. I'm navigating it all. I'm navigating it with grace. I can do this, whatever happens next. I have all of the tools and the resources that I need in order to move forward with even more grace and with even more joy. So, yay! Let those new insights and awarenesses come through. And finally, the final message that I will share with you is do not forget to incorporate your spiritual routines, your self-care routines into your day-to-day life. If you've gotten away from some of those things, you've gotten busy. I know this time of the year up until this point can feel really busy with work and navigating, whatever complexities we're navigating as human beings. So you may have forgotten your meditation or forgone your daily walks or forgetting to check in with your spirit guides. You're going to feel a hell of a lot better if you take 5-10 minutes a day for those things. Even if it's a quick 5-minute meditation before you go to bed at night, when you finally slow down for the day, you're going to feel so much better, again, when you make time for those things, even in small ways. No way or amount of time is too small. So it's just what's important is that you're showing up for yourself. Because again, this month's journey, it's about you. It's about who you are becoming. So I will leave it at that. All right, I hope you enjoyed this May energy forecast. Please leave me a comment below if it resonated with you. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to this channel for more content just like this video. I cannot wait to see what unfolds for you during the month of May. As I'm seeing this, the recording is turning to 33, so major emphasis on that. And I cannot wait to see you in the next video. Enjoy your day.